What's up with it, y'all? Yeah, we back with another one. People was telling me to go and dive into the near-death experiences because they said it'd be a lot like the psychedelic experience. So, I had watched a few videos, Nancy Dennison back in the days. Well, not that long, but like the end of last year, but I didn't go too deep and so I said, let me go and watch one and see and just do a video on it. And maybe I'll do a couple more in the future. I don't know, we'll see, but let's dive into this video and see what this lady has to say. This is Debi Nicholson, and this is her near-death experience. Let's chime in. So you can go check her out if you want to, because I ain't gonna play all of her video. You gotta go watch the rest for yourself.
I said, oh my gosh, heaven is real. Heaven is real. I see heaven. Heaven is real. And right at that point, my daughter tells me,
hey, right off the bat, it's like heaven is real. Heaven is real. Why do we see these mystical places when we offer psychedelics? And you can call them heaven, you can call them the real place where we come from, or you can call it whatever you want. But everybody, like a lot of people, didn't have this experience off of DMT to where they traveled to these places.
She can testify to this. For the next couple minutes, I stopped shaking. I was able to breathe. There was a calmness about my body for a short time, and it was during this time that I saw heaven.
Hey, and ain't that something? Because when I be on my mushroom trips, or even the DMT, my first stages of smoking DMT, I'll see these places that was just terrifying, to where it just scared me. And then once I gave in, and my body calmed down and I calmed down and I gave in to what I was seeing, it always turned into something beautiful, all the time.
And I remember I saw my mom. She was absolutely beautiful. Of course, the last time I saw her, she was sickly, and she didn't look like that at all. She was the most beautiful I had ever seen her. And
hey, that's it though, because you get to those, the one place that I went to, a couple of times I went to the places to where I seen beings or whatever they were that it felt like that's where I was from, or that's where I was. These are my family. These are my ancestors. These are the ones that I knew before this time. And it felt so good just being there, and they welcome you they're happy that you even made it back. And it's made it back. Wait, how did I even leave? I don't know.
I just want to say I didn't see faces. I couldn't see eyes, nose, mouth, faces, but I knew it was my mom without a doubt. And
that is how it be in a lot of cases when you having the psychedelic experience. It's you see all these things, but you can't put a face on them. Sometimes they don't have faces. Sometimes we see faces, but sometimes we don't. When in those places like that, I didn't see faces. When I seen the formless beings that were formless and that can change into anything, they were formless. They could shape into anything, but when they took shape, you couldn't tell the face of whatever it was. You only seen the outside layer of it.
I talked with my mom, but it was not like I'm talking now. And then I looked over and I saw my dad for a very brief second. And then I looked forward and I saw Evangeline's twin, that she had died in my womb.
That is crazy because, not even a psychedelic thing or anything like that, but I remember I was telling my daughter about my first daughter that was conceived that didn't make it, and she passed away. And then that daughter started coming to visit my other daughter in her dreams, to where they were doing all type of stuff. And she was like telling me like, yeah, Dad, she got me a horse, and the horse is this color, and we be going horseback riding and stuff like that. And I'm like going, you know, like kind of what? Like, wait, this is your dream of your sister coming to you in your dream and riding horses with you. But what made it even more crazier is later on down the line, she had a friend that she went to school with that went to a different school, but they still, you know, used to have play dates, which they still do. And then the mom, they bought a farm and moved on the farm, and they had horses. And my daughter would go over there, she'd go over there on the weekends, ride horses. And then the girl's mom was like, oh, I'm gonna get your daughter her own horse. This is what she told my wife, what she did. And it's like, you know, she get to go over there, ride it, and do different things. But it's just trippy how the dream reality can come into this reality. It's basically what I'm saying. I think, I don't know what I'm saying.
And I just instantly knew it was her. She had the outline of my daughter Evangeline. They were the same age.
Ain't that trippy? Because it's like they don't have to look like the person that you know they are, but they don't have the same shell. It's like they in a different shell, like that energy of that person. Her daughter is in a different shell and living well. Everything is good after this. It's crazy. But she noticed who she was. How is that?
Long hair, and she had little cat ears on. And I had a conversation with her. Whew. I'm sorry, this is so emotional. And then I saw the most beautiful purple butterflies I'd ever seen. And they were big, really big butterflies. And anybody who knows me knows I love purple butterflies. Or I love the color purple, and I love butterflies. So these were purple butterflies, and they had glitter on their wings.
See, now that's the part that kind of makes me think and question everything. Like, okay, are these places of well-being, of goodness that we're creating inside ourselves and everybody that we know and love? We put them in that place hoping, because you know that's the hope. Is like, okay, I hope we all go to heaven. So you going to heaven, you my brother, you going to heaven, you my kid, we all gonna end up in that place after this. So is that a place that you're creating yourself? And like the energy that you seen of that person, you put in that place of existence that you created? Because why would you see something like you seeing everything that you love in this place, and you feeling all the things that you love, people, things, everything? She just said it. I seen the butterflies, you know, butterflies. I wasn't thinking she was gonna say, everybody know I love butterflies. Everybody know you love your kid. Everybody know you love your mother. So all the things that you love and you like are in this place. So is this a place that exists, or is this a place that we're creating ourselves in order to, you know, to make this better than what it is? I don't know.
It's absolutely beautiful. And I remember telling my children, it's okay, I see heaven, and I'm gonna, you know, you guys are gonna be okay, I'm gonna be okay. It's beautiful here. It's so peaceful. It was a peace that there's not even words. The Bible tells us peace that passes all understanding. I can't even.
It's weird. That's that agape love. You know, it's because you get you get to those heights of feeling everything and the love of everything. And you know, you can't explain it. You can't even put it in words. A person would have to have the experience to know what you're talking about, because you can say it 1,000 times, but even if they say, yeah, if they didn't have that experience, they don't really know, because it's an experience that only so many people have or could have.
Explain it or describe it in human words that we know. Yeah. It was a peace I've never felt. I told my kids I'm going to be okay. I'm not in pain. It's beautiful here. Heaven is real. Heaven is real. And
it's crazy because that's what happens, like when you let go. When you let go, you get to that peaceful place because you let go of everything, all the bad things that exist, the turmoil that life then puts you through and everything. You kind of let all of it go, and that's when you get to those beautiful points of existence.
I told my son, I said, make
Yeah,
sure
make
your
me
heart
wanna
is right
cry.
with God, because I want you to come to heaven one day and be with me forever.
And see, and you know, that's the story. Just like I said, you know, the ones that I loved are there. So I want you to come there too, because that's where we're going, you know. And it's like, is that a place? Because everybody sees their own heaven, and they see the ones that they love in that place. They don't see. It's weird, bro.
And then, whew, this is hard. I looked up in the distance and I saw Jesus.
Wow.
I literally saw Jesus. He was further away.
Look, Ashley did that, you know, off of mushrooms, and seen what she said was Jesus. And it's crazy, like, how would we even know, like, who or what Jesus was? Like, you know, I don't know, but I know it's possible to see.
But he was standing there in all of his beauty and glory, and his arms were outstretched,
Like the
like
picture,
welcome me to him.
Like the
And,
picture, like, come on in.
Oh, it was so beautiful. I knew without a doubt, that was Jesus Christ.
And yeah, and that's crazy, you know, like how do we know these things when we see them, even if that person doesn't look like what was described? We already got, I don't know. Wow.
And I was going to him, and it was like our souls connected. Again, I didn't see his face, but
Look, did you hear her? She said it's like our souls connected. Now think about some of the experiences you had off of psychedelics, to where you connected with everything that was here, everything in existence. Like you became everything. Like that make you think about stuff. It make you question what you're seeing and what you're experiencing.
when I saw the outline and his arms stretched out wide for me, and I talked to him, not how I'm talking now. It was like a in my mind, my body, soul kind of thing. So hard to explain, but so beautiful.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
And like I tell y'all, if you listen to the stories, if you listen to the story and pay attention to the story being told, you understand why people see what they seen and how they built and created certain things that led them up to that what they wanted to experience. And she's telling the story, and if you listen to it in the beginning, it seems like, you know, like I led myself up to this.
And during this time, I can't even like words, but I've always believed in God. I've always believed in heaven. You know, I've grown up in church. I've preached about this as I was an ordained minister.
See? So even if this place ain't real, let's say it's not, you already made this place. You created and built this place, and you put everything that you love inside this place, inside of this place, this everlasting, beautiful, you know, non-existent, existent place that is there. And then when you go and you visit it, you seeing what you already told yourself you wanted to see, what you wanted to experience. And that's weird. You know, that's the one thing that I pay attention to now when I listen to stories, just stories of people, even me, how I led myself all the way up to where I'm at now. You know, I seen it on the mushroom trip. I ain't gonna lie. I seen it on the mushroom trip. I seen my whole stuff play out in different parts. It just kind of stuck to where it like creates deja vu now.
Sister, and just experiencing this, so beautiful, so overwhelming, so like, again, there's no words to experience it. During this time, I did say to my kids, I'm gonna be okay. I see heaven. It's real. And then my kids were saying, no, Mommy, don't leave us. Don't leave us. And my son was saying, no, it's not your time. It's not your time. We need you.
Ain't that weird though? Like okay, whether you created this place or not, I don't know. But I kind of see, from like watching a lot of videos or even diving by myself, that we create a lot of different places. We create places that are just exceptionally good, and then we create places that are exceptionally bad. That's just what we do as people. But it's just weird, man, when you get the feeling, when you get to those points. Or let's say if I was leaving, look how everything here will hold you back and keep you here from leaving and going to that place. That place, everything here is gonna keep you here, like your kids, the things that you love. And that makes you think, the ones that go, okay, well, we being reincarnated over and over again. Why you think so? Well, yeah, duh. Like, the things that we love is here. The people that we love, the experiences of having children, and and being around the people that we love. Like, we're gonna keep coming back because that's what's gonna hold us here. The so-called God inside of us is gonna hold us here. That's that God that keeps coming back, making sure, I'm gonna live this out with you. I'm gonna be here with you. I talked about this before. It's trippy.
Need you. And I opened my eyes and I looked in the face of my kids. And I knew I couldn't leave them yet. That they needed me. So,
And that is how we look at it. Like, like I can't leave you yet. Which, in actuality, we know if we do leave, they gonna be okay. You just lost the twin, and look, the twin is okay. So it's like, if look, mom is gone and mom is okay. Dad is gone, dad is okay. It's gonna all be okay, but you can't. It's so hard to just say that to people because of what we're going through now. That's something that we can't see.
So in that instance, I looked back at Jesus again. He was in the distance. I hadn't entered heaven. I knew heaven was there. It's hard to explain. People talk about their near-death experience and a white light and their bodies, them floating and seeing their bodies. I didn't see any of that. So I know I didn't die, which is hard to explain all this. I don't know.
It do be like hard to explain. It'd be real hard to explain because it's sometimes, when you come back, it's like it was just a dream, and that's what's weird. It's like yesterday was just a dream was just a dream, but why yesterday was just a dream? And why do these experiences seem like dreams?
All I know is what I saw and what I experienced and what happened. And okay, back to my kids were pleading for me to stay, and I looked at them, and then I looked back at Jesus, and we had a conversation, and I told him my kids needed me. I need to be here for my kids. I need to be here for my kids. They need me. And it was like he just looked at me and told me, it's okay, go to be with your kids. It's okay, be with your kids.
Wow. Yeah, because that's what I feel would happen, because you don't want to leave, because that's the feeling that you got. You got your loved ones, you got the ones here that need you. That's why you came here in the first place. You didn't come here really for yourself, and that's deep. But I'm gonna stop it right there. You know, you can go check it out yourself and finish it. And then, you know, in the comments, you see how I feel about it. And I'm not saying I'm right, but this is just the way I look at it. So I want you to tell me how you look at it, you know. And if you ain't subscribed, man, subscribe to the channel, you know, because it's gonna be a lot more videos like this coming. I want to make videos about a lot of different things that's just going on in life, so you can see the story of everything playing out, and you can actually see how people led themselves, how we lead ourselves up to certain situations or certain things. You know, I think it's better to be seen than just to be said. And then you can see a person telling their story. It's no different than the movies. You know, the movie tell you what's going to happen in the movie before, you know, the first 15 minutes is going to tell you every part in the movie that's going to happen. You know, start paying attention to the stories, because, you know, especially these are so profound. Like I said, I'm going to do some more, but give me your input on it, and, you know, peace out.